Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we are going into the next qualifying match of the AI Championship Season 3. This match including Team 4, the Demon Balrog, going up against Team 18 Tactician Jomugsy. Very experienced players in the game, veteran players, so this battle should be interesting. And starting off with the bans comes as such. We have Balrog banning Tyros, followed by Jomugsy banning Azariel. Next up came Soothsayer from Balrog and Sakura from Jomugsy. Then Balrog finishing off with Wukong as his final ban, followed up by Argon from Jomugsy's side. So some pretty solid heroes they have banned there, pretty meta heroes. The only questionable hero would probably be Argon. However, he is still a golden boy and can pack a punch. So getting rid of the golden army off the board is a pretty smart move, leaving Steris on the field, the weakest, arguably, of the Archons, so possibly not a threat. So we'll move on to the picks now and the sub. So with Balrog winning the coin flip, he was able to pick first. That was his choice, and he started off strong with Mabe. Having this format in the AI Championships, it's very unlikely you're going to be versing a full meta team. So characters like Mabe, who have individual strengths, who work well in any team setup, is a valuable and strong choice. Tactician Jomugsy hit back with a faction-based team, picking Daimyo and Mizuhiku straight off the bat. Two heroes that do complement each other, so a solid choice. Moving on to the second selection of heroes, Balrog counterpicked with Gloriana and Succubus, starting to build a lockdown team, with Gloriana being quite a powerful hero, taking a powerful hero off the board, preventing the enemy, Jomugsy in this case, from selecting the healer herself. Jomugsy countered with Steris and Sandariel, two fairly powerful heroes when you consider that she has Mizuhiku, who can apply dots, and you have two heroes there that have AoE abilities who can apply those dots with a lower chance since they are not high elves. Then came the last choice of heroes, with Balrog selecting a Tiles and Blood Priest, taking another healer off the board, giving no healer choices to Jomugsy, and a Tiles a pretty solid tank, especially when you're versing an AoE team. His passive Taunt will be triggered quite easily through AoE damage, and Jomugsy hit back with a Tanita. Pretty standard choice considering she has Mizuhiku, she has Daimyo, she has a 3 out of 5 high elf team with dot capabilities, quite powerful, and Tanita being a multi-hit character, very powerful. Very powerful. Now moving on to the subs, Balrog picked Kashat, while Jomugsy picked Roland. Now, to mention, because people may not be aware of this, I am able to max out Roland to max level. So she picked a maxed out Roland. So interesting subs. I think in this situation, Jomugsy got the better sub. Roland has the ability to do a lot of single target damage with the ability to barrier, whereas Kashat, he doesn't offer a lot. He offers not a lot to a full bug team, let alone a team that has no bugs in it. So a very interesting choice. But at this point of the selection process, there are not a lot of heroes left on the board. Nothing that is decent anyway. So that is the selection process for our two competitors. We will move into the first round and see what the outcome is. Moving into the first match, and the Sandariel starts off with the speed buff. I don't know who it lands on, I can't properly see. Then Tanita comes out with a lot of damage, and so does the Steris, putting a lot of dots on the Blood Priest and putting him to sleep. The damage is then coming out onto the Atar, since he has now had his passive trigger, and the lockdowns have come out. 3 characters locked down from what I can see, and the damage now continues from Jomugsy's side as the heal comes out, but there are still a lot of dots on 2 characters as both Tiles and Blood Priest fall from the dots. There is not a lot happening against Jomugsy. However, Balrog's team is just crumbling to the dots. The amount of damage coming out is just too much for Gloriana to heal as Succubus now falls. They bring back Mabe to nearly full HP, but she just crumbles as Jomugsy takes the first battle with a tremendous amount of damage dots. And it's times like this, I wish Playcott had a graph at the end of a battle that shows you where the damage came from, who did healing, etc. Because I would love to see how much damage came from dots just there. Jomugsy, a commanding lead after the first battle, with a lot of damage coming from those little dots adding up over time. Moving into the second battle, Cindario starts off with her buffs again, and then the buffs come out on Balrog's team, as a lot of dots are already applied to the enemy Blood Priest. 10 dots and 2 dots on Atarsis. Now he takes the taunt, however 10 dots is a lot. I don't know if Blood Priest is going to be able to survive that, as a lot of healing comes out. Blood Priest just crumbles though to 10 dots. Atar's even tanking, and the dots take him out. 11 dots now on Atar's. He melts as well. Almost the same results as the first match, and this is probably a video for the other participants to watch. Mizuhiku could potentially be a top tier hero in this competition. If you see him, ban him, because he is causing massive issues for Balrog, who just has no way of countering this. Even with lockdown, even silencing the Mizuhiku isn't going to cause any problems for Jomugsy, as the dots come from his passive. There is nothing you can do to take that out unless you kill him. I believe killing him might do it. I can't even remember. Again, Mizuhiku is a character I haven't used in a long time, so that's something I'd have to double check, but he is a threat, and because there is no control over the AI, there is no interaction whatsoever from humans, the AI is simply just not going to focus Mizuhiku as a first target. So, congratulations to Jomugsy, you are moving on. Unfortunately, Balrog, you have been eliminated from the competition. We'll go ahead and look at the leaderboard now and see how that is shaping up at the moment. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 5 players moving on so far. We have Nightmare Sainter, Judge Emity, Buglord Kelpie, whose victory came from the defeat of my own innocent, loving grandma. We've got Dead Man Walking, and now the newest member to the quarterfinals, we have Tactician Jomugsy. Congratulations, Jomugsy. What a great fight. Balrog, unfortunately, you have been eliminated, but there may always be next time if there is another season of the AI Championships. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability, and wherever you are in the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.